Welcome to Marketing Without the Marketing. I'm your host, Michael Bosey. Good to be back and glad to have you here with me. Well, I have a really good season planned, or at least I think so, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later in the show. But first, this week, my first week back in a little bit, it's going to be a little bit of a rant. So I've been meaning to get this off my chest for a while now, with something that just, well, it gets under my skin. It's the one word that drives me crazy because it seeks to diminish creative work and those who produce it. And that word is just. Just makes it sound limited or simple. Just attempts to contain. Just is a way to sell you on doing something that you might not want to do. That's why I say that it serves to underestimate you, to diminish you, what you know, to undervalue a skill. And look, some people don't mean it this way. You know, they might be trying to lighten your load a little bit, make it easier on you, but sometimes they do mean it as a way to sell you on doing something for them, or a way to pay you less for it, or not to pay you at all. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, let me give you a couple of examples. And these, again, can be sort of innocently offered, but here's what just looks like. Can you just write a quick blog post? Can you just put up a quick landing page? Can you just run a quick Facebook ad? Real creative work which requires some knowledge, experience, a strategy, minimized. It's not just producing a podcast, it's running a show like this one. It's not just publishing a blog post, it's contributing to your business or your brand. And it's not just creating online courses, it's teaching in a structured, sequenced way. So I think you see what I mean by this. People will use just to make it seem smaller. However, we diminish ourselves too. For instance, like, I'll just write up a quick email, or I can just go through and pull together all the data into a quick summary, or I can just put it all into a quick email for you. Look, there's probably nothing that quick about it. Again, you need expertise, you need experience, you need the time to do it. And it might take a lot longer than just implies. Now, like I said, a lot of people don't mean it, probably. Again, they're trying to lighten your load, make it seem easier. They feel like they're being nice. But really, if you think about it and you deconstruct this a little bit, what they're saying is, hey, I don't value the time, energy, and expertise that this task will take. Yes, we can give them the benefit of the doubt, sure. But what about those folks who do mean it? And this right here is the thing that I'm really getting at. This is the thing that is particularly insidious and sneaky for those of us in creative fields. So for instance, some examples. Hey, can I just use one of your songs for background music in our video? Hey, you'll get good exposure on our site. Or can I use one of your photos for a story in our magazine? It's not the featured image, it's just one of the secondary images. Or can you just show so-and-so how you designed our social media images so that she can do it going forward? And look, they'll offer rationalizations and justifications for this, right? It'll be a great opportunity to build your portfolio. Or, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have budget for photos. Or, oh, other people have done this kind of work for free for us. And look, putting yourself in the will work for free category is not good publicity. It's bad networking. It ruins your own perception of value. It's not worth trading quote unquote exposure for. That's worth almost nothing. Not nothing, but almost nothing. And every time someone asks you to work for free, they are devaluing you and your work. They think that writing is easy, right? And you and I know that the process is intensely difficult. It takes years to get good at all these things. It takes making tons and tons of mistakes and getting better and practicing and all that. And there's effort that goes into that. And you should not give it away for free unless you want to. I always say this, especially when someone asks about, using something for free in exchange for exposure. If it's valuable enough that you want to use it, then it's valuable enough to pay the artist. Now, again, it's your business. No one would ask a doctor to do surgery for free or a cook to cook for free unless the doctor wants to help someone for free. It's her choice. Or someone wants to cook for you for free, or add any particular example that makes sense here. And the same goes for you too. If you want to do that, it's your choice. You may choose to do so because, yes, you want to build your portfolio. You want to learn a new skill. You want to open a new network, to establish industry contacts, for instance. Or you might want to do pro bono work for a cause that you believe in. Awesome. That's a great reason. Or, trade a service among creatives, right? For instance, like, hey, you shoot our band promo photos and I'll write your tour notes, right? As long as it's a fair exchange of value, I got no problem with it. Or if you want to do it for any of those reasons that I just described. But you just want to make sure, and there's that word again, just, you want to make sure that you're not harboring any false reasons for doing so. That's all, right? We as creatives, we live on hope, right? Hope that someone will be moved or touched or affected in some way by what we create. We hope that some exposure of our work will help, but just doesn't help. Just diminishes creatives. All right, so what can we do about it? We can stop using the word just. Notice I didn't say just stop because, look, it's difficult. I catch myself doing it too. I use this all the time and I try not to because I know that this is a thing. Right? So I try not to, but a good antidote though, right? Value people for what they do, for what they contribute, right? Tell them that you value it directly and indirectly. Directly, right? Just thank people for their work. Support the work of artists that you like with actual money. And indirectly, tell others what you value and why about them. Give public kudos. Share their good work with others. When someone does something good, share it. Make sure that other people know that this person is doing really good work, really important work. Share it, right? It's not only good for them, it feels good for you too. And look, this costs you nothing. It costs me nothing to do that, right? Just, however, feels to me to be extractive, manipulative, and even exploitative at points. And if we can try to remove just, well, you and I and all the people that we touch in our daily work, our art, our writing, the things that we do, I think we'll be able to do better work together. Okay, end rant. Thanks for sticking with me on this. If you're still here, this has been bugging me for a while, and it's sort of good to get this off my chest. But speaking of doing better, here's what's to come in the season of the podcast. It's my aim to sort of level up. I've been thinking a lot about this over the winter break, and I realized that I need to take this to the next level, I think. Time to level up and push you to level up too. Now, I'm going to be explaining more in upcoming episodes, but I'm working on a series that will go beyond the basics of content marketing, these sort of next level strategies for your website, blog, social, email, online store, all of that. I kind of think of this as content marketing 201. Right? There's tons of people out there producing the 101 content, myself included. I've done this for years. Now, no disrespect to the other folks that are out there, but look, 90% of the stuff that we do is the same, right? The same techniques, the same stuff that gets passed around. All that's good. I always say that the difference is that 10% that makes me unique, my energy, my experience, my expertise, and that's the same for you. But look, this stuff is matured, and the basics, to me, are not going to cut it anymore. So let's go higher. Let's climb the ladder. So that's what's to come, and I ask you to subscribe, so that I can tell you when the next episode is ready, and to hit me up with questions. What are you struggling with? If you're doing good content marketing now, getting decent results, what's the thing that you need to do to take it to the next level? I would love to know that so that I can incorporate this in the upcoming series. All right. Thank you for listening. As always, happy to be back. Thank you in particular for sticking with me through a rant, and I'll see you on the next episode.